Well, greetings and salutations, my friend. How are you?
Good. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you. Today is the day before the big day. And the big day, of course, is Super Bowl. So
Oh, yeah.
this is Super Saturday. You know. Now, who's playing? The Buccaneers.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
And where does your allegiance lie? And where do you plan on actually voting for to win? Who do you think will win?
9 times I bet against Tom Brady, so I'm done with that. I'm going to go with him.
Yeah, I am. You know what? He's a stud, plain and simple. And so I'm with you. I believe that normally I would vote for the underdog, but I don't know if Tom Brady is the underdog on this one. But the fact is that he's still in it and he's still able to play, and he is he's just amazing at the age of 40, at the ripe old age of 43, I think it is.
Yeah. Well, in football, that's old.
Well, that is old. Yeah, I mean, you got to figure how many times that kid's been hit, but I say kid because he is younger than I am. I'm older than 47, but still, he's pretty darn cool. I think that he's pretty damn amazing. I think this how many times is this? 10 times in the Super Bowl for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even a big sports fan at all. But when somebody's that good, you've got to let them try to take it for as long as they can, you know. And I don't know if how long did he sign a contract for with the new team?
Well, I'm not sure if he signed 1 or 2 years, but he said he wants to play beyond 45 years old. So he's got a couple of years.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
yeah. The next best guy is John Elway. He has 5 appearances in the Super Bowl, and so there's nobody close. So
that's freaking awesome. I mean, there's nobody that competes with that. That's rad. And so, actually, you know that Death Becomes Her movie? That's kind of like Tom Brady at the moment. It's like he just gonna keep on going, and no matter what, he's gonna be in there. And I think that's great. I don't know what he signed his contract for, by the way. My eyes are shut. I must be stoned. I don't know. Actually, my eyes are always kind of like this. I don't know why.
It could be the camera angle.
Well, it might be the angle, but historically, as a child, and my son and my family, and my dad too, our eyes are kind of set back in our head a little bit, and I think that was meant to protect us. Like, you know, nobody could really give me a black eye very often. When I was a kid, you know, poke my eye out. I always thought I'd be great with the boxers because my eyes, my cheeks are a little forward, and I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I never got black eyes really when some person hit me. So, you know, whatever. I mean, that some person was my ex-wife. I'm kidding. My ex-wife didn't ever hit me because I was quicker than her. I grabbed her hand. I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah. But no, I'm excited just to watch Tom Brady. I mean, Super Bowl is one thing. I don't know how the commercials are going to be this year, if there's going to be commercials. They've got a couple little groups of people coming in there. You can win like win a ticket, but you couldn't buy one really, I don't think.
I don't know. I know they had healthcare workers, frontline people.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, get the healthcare workers in there and people who deserve a break. I mean, I would never spend, because I can't, I guess. If I had that kind of money, I wouldn't mind, but it's not that big of a deal to me. But I would never spend the $10,000 to go to a football game, you know? That's insane. And I know friends who have sold their tickets for at least like $5,000 for a game. So yeah, Super Bowl game. But no, I think that it's going to be a good game. I'm excited for it. It's raining here now currently in Cowlitz County where we are locally. I'm on one end of their county. He's on the other. He's on the other side of the river. He's across the tracks. On the other, he's on the bad side of the tracks.
Yeah, the wrong side of the tracks. That's how I actually got girlfriends when I was in high school. He's from the wrong side of the tracks.
There you go.
You like the bad boy. The moms would say, "Stay away from him. He's from the wrong side of the tracks," and that's who the mom set him up. And the dads don't see that guy, and then that's who they want to see.
Isn't that odd? It's just weird the way that
it's a bad move.
It's a bad move, but I remember in college getting a couple fights, whatever, and I got more play or more girl attention in 1 week because my face was so beat up from a fight that I had been in. It
Ah.
was just the stupidest thing in the world. And yeah, it was like I felt like I was king of the world because every girl was like, "Oh, Lonnie, yeah, it felt. I don't know. They felt bad for me. Whatever that thing is. They have a propensity for liking the bad guy,
Yeah.
and trying to fix him. I guess I don't know, but
Oh yeah.
ever since then, I've been a good guy and haven't been kissed. I'm like like 20 years later. No, it's
Like
not.
in the last year, a lot of people haven't been
Oh, in
kissed.
the last year, yeah, a lot of people haven't been kissed. That's for certain. It's been a. I was joking prior to this because people are so lonely right now. We're going to just put a one night only orgy. I'm kidding, no, but people will come for miles. I swear. There'll probably be a line right up here. The cars coming from everywhere because it's just people are so lonely and desperate. Speaking of which, because we're finally feeling a little better about the Zoom thing and learning our craft a little bit, just
Yeah.
we're not trying to make it our main thing. It's just a hobby for us. It's Pound Hour. And thank you for watching the Pound Hour, by the way. And if you haven't subscribed and liked us, please do so. And you're welcome to in the comments, you can say anything you want. Let us know what you want to hear about. We'll discuss it and we'll be your best friends on that. Just let me know. We'll do that. And we're just now about making this public actually on Facebook and so forth.
Yeah.
We're just doing that. So just started doing that.
Yeah, and it's right now it's all raw. It's all the raw footage. We want to make clips down the road of the best stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. Right now, we put in action though our event we're going to put together next weekend, next Friday, because we have so many people in the area that are kind of lonely and they're bored out of their mind. We haven't been to a concert for over a year, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do something. We're going to try to put together the Pound Hour Productions. We're going to put together a live show, which is a variety show, a live variety show. So there should be a couple of musical acts and a couple other things. Please feel free to tune in and watch us. It should be pretty good from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. at least on Friday, the February 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lincoln's birthday. Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
Well, that's why we're doing it, to celebrate him. He's an amazing man. But I think that we're going to try to do it twice a month, which is kind of like that's a good goal, I think. If we can get the acts, we can make it happen. I just promised to feed him and give him something to sip on, and that's about it. And I know, Brian, your location that we're going to utilize in the studios over there, it's used to having bands and stuff playing it.
Yeah.
So we've got that pretty good. The other little technical stuff and getting it out there on the internet, on Facebook or YouTube Live, whatever we're going to do, it'll happen. We'll have all this stuff. By the way, I'm wearing my hat right now. This is Roland Wines, which is a Cowlitz County local winery. And they've got amazing, besides having gear, they have amazing wines and pizzas and stuff, and it's a nice little romantic date place, I think,
Well, great people too, great family, Mark and Nancy, and then their son, Zach.
Yeah, and the word, I need to take it out of my vocabulary, because I keep saying, and I don't like that. I don't like me saying, and I don't like my hat on sideways, because now I can really see with the words on there. It's like, don't be awkward. Okay. But so that's what we have going on next Friday. I hope you guys can tune in and join us. It should be pretty good. And for today, today's Saturday, the day prior to Super Bowl, I need to go to the store and buy some new art, I think, to go with my new front room. I've redone my front room. I've gotten rid of some furniture, some leather couches and so forth, and decided to go with a more healthy style. Whereas,
a little more audacious.
More
audacious. It's a little more exciting.
Oh, it's definitely audacious.
It was a little wild, where even I wondered. And I like
it is the love room. No, it's just just because it's bright red, which I should show a picture of that, and I will sometime. But
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah, it's a bright red couch, a big one, a rounded one. I think it's super cool. I don't like the sectionals that go L shaped, and I should because I'm an L guy, but no, I don't like the L shaped stuff. This one's definitely rounded and more family oriented, I think, or something like that. It's going to look like the room should look like a French bistro / whorehouse when I'm done. So I'm just kidding, but there's gonna be a video game in there too, so I can work on my therapy from my other hand. That's the best part about that, And I checked the measurements this morning. It'll work. So I'm interested. I'm happy and interested to get this thing done correctly. So it might be a week or two or whatever, but that room will look good soon enough. And that's great because I usually have no taste in what I do. I say that. I mean, I have stuff that every time I do something, I have so many women in my life that they contradict me and tell me that it looks horrible and I need to do it a different way, yada, yada, yada. And that's probably will be the same thing. They'll walk in and go, oh my gosh, when they see that couch and stuff. But
Oh
I
yeah.
don't care. I'm a man. I don't care. Just because every room in this house was painted a different little,
Yeah.
it was interesting, but my dog's getting rained on, but he have stayed there because I don't want to interrupt the flow right now. Listen, I do have some questions for you though this morning because that's one of the things we do on this show. I come up with some random questions basically, and we give each other some random questions here and there, and make each other ponder is what the goal is here. Is even though they're silly questions sometimes, actually they're always silly questions for the most part. Yeah, but I think that you might enjoy some. So tell me when you're ready for some questions.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. The first girl you went to the Minute Mart with, I'm kidding. No, I have off the wall questions sometimes for him, and they're almost too much for him, and I understand that because to get him in trouble pretty quick. But we're going to go for the first one here. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? Easy ones, right? There you go. 3 wishes for Brian Calhoun.
That's a tough one.
Come on, you can do the Mrs. Universe answer.
Yeah. Well, right now I'd like good weather next week. That'd be good. It's not much.
You want 3 wishes.
I would actually
no more of wishing for more wishes.
This is I don't want to get heavy, but I would like my older brother that passed away this last year. I'd like a good 10 more years with the guy. We had some plans. You know how things are, we kind of had plans. We started doing more things together and going out in the the woods, and then we were jokingly trying to find DB Cooper and all that. So it kind of was sudden that he passed away. So I would go another 10 with that guy. But
so
I'd
funny.
have to make it. I'd get 10 years that way too.
I think that's great. I really do. I love that because I would do the same thing with my father, my mother, anything like that.
Yeah.
For 10 more. But the moment you said that, all of a sudden the part in Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin, pops in my head. And Robin Williams says, "I can bring people back from the dead."
Yeah.
So there's certain little things you cannot do, or But
I'd like everybody to tone it down a bit on the politics. Let's just relax. It does, we get so caught up in weird stuff. It is fun to read, but it's a little too tense. And maybe it's because of all this where, we're isolated and all that, and everybody goes a little crazy.
So 3 years or three wishes, whatever they could be, anything at all. You want your brother to come back for 10 years, and we want
people to be nice.
Political happiness.
Tone it down.
And then what's your third other amazing one you want to? I know there's so many things out there, but you've got to be able to come up with something,
What, like a good game tomorrow?
Boy, you are a simpleton. I'm kidding. But But it's a simple, those are simple little, wishes. So I should
Like
be
I
able to,
mean,
even though I
world
can't, I
peace.
should be able to give you those ones. Those are realistic. I guess that'd be great. I mean, you don't want $1 billion. You don't want all this stuff, huh? Well, I don't know. I'm not posing myself the question, so that's a good thing.
I kind of want people that I know that are struggling to do better because for some reason I'm doing okay during
Yeah.
this whole thing. So I got some, friends and family that get really stressed out and it wears on them after being isolated for so
Oh,
long.
it does for me too. You know, I'm Mr. Social. I'm Mr. Social, but it's like I cannot. Yeah, can't go on much longer, Captain.
Yeah.
No, I'm losing my mind. No, actually, I'm doing okay because I've got some friends out there like you and family. I've got some of that too, even yeah, and wonderful family actually. But still, the inability to be around others. That's where me being an ENTP or basically, I'm I'm not a introvert. I'm an extrovert, and that requires me getting energy and feeling the crowd or feeling the people I'm around. Going to meetings and I was just sick and sad, but I like getting together with meetings and solving problems.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my things. I enjoy solving people's problems and stuff. And it's hard to do solve all the problems for yourself when, thank God, I don't have that many problems.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. And I'm the opposite with meetings. I have just the mention of the word meeting. I get
Well, to
stressed.
me, it's just a culmination of problems
Yeah.
and they come together and we all figure them out somehow.
Yeah.
And
Well,
because I have so many contacts, thank God, and friends that I can help facilitate that with others. You know what I mean?
yeah. My thing is if the meeting has an actual goal and we know how long it's supposed to last and what it's about, because I've been in meetings where 45 minutes, we haven't even talked about the issue we're going to deal with.
Right. Yeah. Well, those are silly meetings. I hate those. Those are like, I hate to say that, but it's like meetings with the Eagles and the Elks and all kind of stuff. That takes a long time. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
But most of my meetings stand to the time frame they say they're supposed to, and they get off when they're supposed to. So that's good. But yeah. So
Oh, I wanted to say 2020, I didn't leave the county once. I've already left. I went to Seaside with you to pick up that couch. That could be a movie.
Oh, I'm forcing you out of your bubble for sure. I'm you don't want to do something. Well, we'll figure out a way to make you don't want to do this. Well, because
that could have been a movie though, trying to go to Seaside.
It could have.
It's a driving rainstorm, and
so
halfway in, I tell you that I have night blindness.
Yeah. So, folks, I'll tell you the story here. Besides the fact that I am hypertensive normally for other people driving, and I get car sick easy. So yeah, that's just I used to not get car sick easy, but now I do. And
well, I'm not the best driver. Let's throw that out there. It's not. Yeah.
I'll agree. We'll agree with that. Yeah, but still, he goes fast when he goes.
I go faster when there's trouble ahead. I don't know why.
There's corner coming up or something like that, and people. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah.
Well, even the police were we saw some cops on the side, and you're supposed to slow down, not speed up to get through it.
Exactly. But yeah, we made it. It's all that matters. No, but we get in the truck, and I'm like, well, I can drive. He's like, I got it. And then he goes, well, I have night blindness. I'm like, all of a sudden my fear just went, whoa, bang, and that little light popped up and said, what the hell are you doing on the road? And but I realized I'm not real focused on the road. If I'm in like town, if I'm going slow or whatever, and me being one armed at the moment, it's not like the best. I'm not. I am like a very cautious driver. I'm a very cautious driver. I haven't been in a wreck ever. I mean, that's my fault. I've been lots of wrecks, but they weren't my fault. But I mean, I've been doing it for so long in my head that I'm like, I can check the phone, I can do whatever, but I should not ever do that with my phone, especially when I'm one-handed. So that's something that I am going to work on this year for sure is not checking my phone while I drive, no matter how fast I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just know that I'm so used to being from working all the time so much, just call, email, text. And like, I can get this taken care of while I'm on the road. What can't I, you know?
Yeah.
In my head, that's how I feel. It's like, I mean, historically, I mean, in my head, it's like, I can take care of all this stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
And really now I don't need to, and I can't, I really shouldn't, you know? So it's time for me to back off that cell phone thing and not touch my phone when I am with have somebody or in my car driving at all, really.
Yeah.
So that's something that I know that I've heard before from my kids and stuff that, you know, they worry about the way I drive sometimes. I'm like, I never had a problem because I'm kind of like, I go with the flow, you know?
Yeah. Well,
That's
I'm
how I-
glad we went though, because in 2020, I would plan 2 days ahead to go to Target.
Yeah,
I go,
I am
I'll
like-
go tomorrow.
yeah. Well, and actually you did do that, you know. I for certain things, I have a tendency to go, basically, I want something, I go get it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And
Brian's like,
took
you
me-
gotta go to Target, you write a list.
and it took me 3 months to get a truck that I was looking for. Took me
Yeah, well, you
3
got a good
months.
one,
Most
though.
people take a week, and then I finally made an impulse buy last night and bought this cheap computer, and I'm already going to take it back. So
Yeah, but you got a good deal on the truck. It looks good. And,
yeah, it was worth the wait.
well, that's same as a couch. I was looking for the last couple months for a new couch. You know what I mean? And then I finally popped up on Craigslist. And I'm like, is that thing real? Is it the price that I want to pay? And is it worth?
Yeah.
And is it the shape I want? Because I wanted the shape, the round one. You know, so
Oh yeah, and for anything even close was way too much.
thousands of dollars. Yeah.
It
So
was a heck of a deal, and
yep, heck of a deal. And
it was
I
good.
may have to.
We're in a
I mean,
driving rain. We're in a driving rain, and it's crazy. It was good. I'm glad we did it because it definitely wasn't boring.
No, life is never boring with Lonnie, by the way.
Yeah.
I make certain that life is never boring because my brain's going all the time, and I might be speaking too much, like this camera right now. I'm talking a little too much, but monotony is not my friend, and I
No.
have a tendency to stay away from that.
And
And
I was just thinking maybe this summer they'll have outdoor TVs going, so we can watch
Well,
games outdoors. Totally
I-
outdoors.
I was
Oh.
talking to somebody just day before yesterday about they wanted to they put some money into a drive-in, and I wouldn't be opposed. I have property that can find it to put a drive-in.
Oh yeah.
But I looked into it last year. It was $30,000 to $110,000 to get one going, really a nice
Yeah.
one, or to do anything. I don't need a nice one. It's just seems a little too much to me. I'm like, I just
Yeah.
built a brick wall, and put some white paint on it, and get a good projector. Shouldn't be too hard. you
Well,
know?
that comedian Bert Kreischer, I think he spent 80,000 for his setup, and he would make the drive-in at each place he went to. He had a big semi and all that, so he's
Wow.
gonna do that again. But yeah, it's not cheap.
Okay, next question. I'm posing. You have to throw one of two things away: love or money. You never have love, or you can never have money again.
Oh, I'd go without the money.
Yeah, me too.
I throw
Fudge,
away
yeah,
so much money.
yeah. I don't. Money is no object, and you know it's funny. It's actually better being broke with no money. I mean, better be in love with no money than.
Yeah, definitely.
Although I've never tried the being in love with lots of money. So that's a.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if there's somebody out there with lots of money who wants to fall in love, give me a holler. I'll try it.
yeah.
we either one of us would try that, wouldn't we? I'm not opposed to being somebody's little money man, or what do they call that?
Or well, they used to call it a kept woman or a mistress.
Yeah, but what is it called for the man? Not a sugar daddy. It'd be maybe a
Well, sugar mama, she'd be, but the person
sugar mama.
you're a kept man if they're taking care of you like that.
Is this called a whore? I don't know. And it's just like, well, no, that wouldn't be it either. I don't know. It's a term. What else would it be called? Huh, there's gotta be a word out there. If you know what the word is and you write it down in the subscription or not subscription in the comments down below. Okay, so we're both on the same thing. Get rid of the money. Okay, what's the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
Oh, actually, I think
Not physically. I mean, but physically, but
yeah, I think it was in Hawaii. I think it was Maui. It was we were overlooking this. I was looking at the volcano, the active volcano with the lava and all that. It was amazing. And there was like steam coming up and fog, and it was beautiful. Just Hawaii in general, but
Hawaii in
that
general?
spot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I cannot. Let me think of here. I think one of the prettiest places I've been to that I can recall. I mean, I've been to some of the Bouchard Gardens in Canada and some other places that are just they're gorgeous. But there is also, at the time, it was the Grotto down in Portland.
Oh
They
yeah.
had all the flowers in bloom around there and stuff, and we were singing some. There was groups singing some type of Latin of some sort, you know. And it was just the whole senses of everything was just like it was very cool, very gothic slash weird, you know, but it was great. And I think that was pretty beautiful. Yeah. I don't know.
The grotto is incredible.
Yeah.
I met an old priest there, and he gave me some holy water, and I said, "Hey, can I drink it?" And he said, "Yes." I was surprised. He goes, "Yeah, why not? It's for spiritual, physical. You don't have to just, do this with it. Drink it."
Yeah.
He gave me a bunch, and I drank it. It was for a while. It was kind of almost part of a fitness regimen.
Well, yeah, but it probably made you feel, it
Yeah.
gave you
It did. It's like drink from the healing waters and stuff. That was pretty cool.
and
Thing.
whether or not people want to believe that or not, but if you don't want to believe in the power of the Lord type of thing, the power of your mindset
Yeah.
is almost just as powerful. I mean, it's a true story there.
Oh
As a matter
yeah.
of fact, Brian, and sometime we'll we'll have to tell people about what we know about hypnotism.
Oh yeah.
So if nobody has ever been to a hypnotist, by the way, there is some hypnotists out there that do some pretty funny things and some great things.
Yeah.
One of them, and I didn't find one of the story at the moment, so but that's okay, we'll do it. There is a hypnotist here. He travels to the United States. His name is Damien, the triple X hypnotist, and he usually goes to colleges and stuff, but he gets people saying and doing and having a lot of fun, basically, and doing outlandish things. And yeah, he came here a few times when we got to visit him. Groups of our friends and stuff, we went to it, and even Brian got picked up on stage.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was interesting. I mean, he could literally make you feel like you were a chicken or whatever it was, and turn you into that on stage, or make you feel like you are Mr. Rico Suave, and and you could have any woman you wanted, and you could have anything you want. They do that. There's some fun stuff.
Yeah. And they don't make you do anything. They actually don't make you do anything. You have
They
to
don't.
just buy into it. It's pretty much you just deciding to go for it. It's kind of a good lesson in life. If you have something you want to do, just believe it. Hypnotize yourself.
100% true right there. If you believe that you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
And that's what, and I hate to bring up, if anybody hasn't read The Secret, right?
Yeah.
The Secret's the same thing, really. You're saying it out there, you're projecting it out into the universe, it's coming back, and you're making it happen. And then as long as it's not like a one-time deal and you go, oh, I want $1 million. The point is that if you keep pursuing that and saying that out, it'll manifest itself because you're making it manifest. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's kind
well,
of.
I think it's an everyday thing. Some people want some sudden some secret for right then, but I think it's that you're working towards something. I don't think it suddenly changes.
Yeah, no, for certain. For certain. Okay. So what was your most fondest memory of high school? You're a historian guy, so you should know some high school stories. What was your favorite memory?
Well, I had a lot of good memories in high school, but one of them was a, kind of a surprise where I was in a world problems class, and the ASB, or the school president, ASB president, nominated me for the Senate, as they called it, out of nowhere, because he said I told good stories and I seemed like I was smart, and I was always kind of laying low, and that felt good just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it makes you feel good. Somebody, yeah, for sure.
It kind of made me in the future want to pick people out that were like, the unsung guy that's maybe quiet, and hey, come on, give it a shot. We need you to do this. So it kind of changed my life, that guy doing that. His name was Fred Baxter. Great guy.
No, that's cool. I think for me, I'm gonna say my fondest memories of high school. I'm gonna basically say a thing, not just a one-time deal, but every year in high school, I'd help bring people and we'd make the floats. I'd be part of the float building, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like for the high school football or prom, not prom, but what do they call that when you have the floats and stuff? The homecoming
game.
Homecoming floats and stuff. And I'd always be part of that and gathering people to go help with that and stuff. So that was all a fun thing, I learned how to get my free stuff then. That's back then for sure.
Yeah.
I just call and say, hey, we're doing a float building at so-and-so location. Would you like to donate some pizzas to the workers or something like that, and then these people would be like, sure. And they donate. Little local companies would learn to donate to our causes. So that was basically one of the reasons why, or one of the ways that I learned to ask for those helps, and
Yeah.
people would feed us. So that was cool.
Yeah, I got to drive a float my senior year, and it was, well, I shouldn't have been driving. I had night blindness and as a bad driver. There were a few things happened, but it was fun.
I can't believe as a child, you had night blindness your whole life.
Well, yeah, I noticed it senior year driving across the interstate state bridge. We had 4 people in the car. We were going to eat. We were going to go to the prom later, and yeah, I almost hit the rails on the side a few times. And I said I had night blindness. And again, they said, you should have told us beforehand.
Right? No shit. Yeah. Once again, folks, we're in a torrential downpour going on an they're not old road, but it's an old highway. And in a U-Haul, he tells me this. I'm like, the more we know, but
you got to think you can do it. It's like that's a lot of people do that. They don't tell you that well, I was telling you a story where a lady did all this inventory for 8 hours and then told the boss at the end of the day, sorry, I'm dyslexic.
Right.
But told her after 8 hours of inventory and writing it all down. So they had to redo everything.
That's horrible.
By
the way, yeah, I just costed the company $5,000. No big deal. What is your favorite TV show? I'll say in the past, or from the past or in the future. You can say one or two. I don't care.
Well, I always say Twilight Zone, but I might also throw in this is really bad, but Gilligan's Island.
Sure. No, I totally love
it. True fantasy show.
It is a fantasy show, and it was loving, endearing, and funny.
Yeah.
Pure joy. There's nothing to Gilligan's Island that was negative, really. I don't think. Was there any negatives to Gilligan's Island, folks? What do you think?
Well,
what would it be?
Well, that they broke the radio and couldn't fix it. They had a professor there, but there were little things. And how did Ginger get all his clothes? All those little details. And why didn't they? Every time somebody showed up, they left without him.
I know that was horrible. That was horrible. But there's nothing bad about that show.
No, that was just fun.
Activities. Yeah, it was just pure fun, pure joy. I can't think of another show out there today like that.
Yeah.
Or it's just pure joy. I mean, they were stranded. I guarantee you, they're stranded on a desert island out there like that. Nowadays, somebody probably eats somebody else.
Well, it was interesting because when Dawn Wells, Marianne, when she passed away,
that's looking one on the whole thing.
Yeah, they were talking about her character was on the the boat because she won a radio contest to get a 3-hour tour. That was how she got on it.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
So that's why she was on there with the Howells.
Yeah, Howells were rich, and the other guy was.
Thurston Howell, I said, Luffy. Yeah, and then
Yeah, Professor.
I don't know why I don't know how the professor got on there. Well, they make money, right?
I don't know how he got on the 3-hour tour. We could look that up. That guy was on the Twilight Zone several times, and there were 2 of them were time travel things.
No. And then, but most of those shows, they always teach a lesson of some sort, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was. Usually, if it was greed or if it was jealous, it was basically jealousy. All the ones with Ginger are always jealousy issues,
Yeah.
I want to be loved like you.
Yeah, that was good.
Or by you. I want to be loved by you, and nobody else but you. I remember that.
Yeah.
See, boy, those memories just kick in my head there.
Yeah, boop boop be doo or whatever.
Boop boop be doo.
Yeah, they sang a couple songs. They even had another one where they did a talent show or something, and they did Hamlet and all.
Oh yeah, they had fun on that little island. Tell you.
Well, then Gilligan got a monkey for a year or two. So
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, well, let's see here. What's the strangest thing in your refrigerator? Odd question, but we gotta go with it.
Well, I have these. It's in the freezer. Actually, it's these. They're like giant M&Ms, but they're just ice. They have a plastic coating, and they're just ice things. I don't know what they're even for, or where I got them, or why I have them.
But they're in the freezer. They're made for ice cubes, basically. Probably.
Yeah. Well, somebody told me they could also be used like if you have an injury or.
Oh yeah, I've got something like that in mine. I think.
Yeah. It seems a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's weird in my refrigerator. Probably the moldy stuff in the back. I'm not sure. And I don't think there's moldy stuff in the back. I'm not sure though. Okay, so have you ever been to a 5-star resort?
I think so. Yeah, probably. I mean, I went to some stuff and went to one in Germany that was pretty amazing. And then I'm thinking Puerto Vallarta, the place I was pretty good. That was way back. And then I'm thinking also Acapulco and maybe Cabo. The Cabo one seemed about 4 or 5.
Yeah, there's some nice ones in there, I guess. But
I was so tan there that a couple came up. I was in the elevator, came up and said they wanted me to fix something. They thought I was Mexican. They said, we're having trouble with that ice machine. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'm on vacation. They go, oh, we thought you worked here, but I got so tan because you're out in the sun all day.
Okay, so here's an odd question for you. Would you rather hear the music of Johann Sebastian Bach played by a barbershop quartet, or a heavy metal band?
I go with the barbershop quartet if they're
Me
good.
too.
I like harmonies. I like harmonies.
I do too, and that's why we harmonize. You like that? I like that. Hey, what do you know? I mean, I like heavy metal too. I've been to plenty of heavy metal concerts though, and they're not relaxing. I think right now I need some relaxation. You know what I mean? Some weird stuff. But what about what's the funniest way you've ever broken the law?
Oh, just for fun one time, I snuck in to Universal Studios right through the front gate during there's a little, something happened, a little scuffle going on just to the right, and I went right in because I wasn't even going there. I just wanted to see if I could sneak in because it was high security.
Oh yeah, I've snuck in places before too.
It wouldn't work now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I understand that, but I think I remember going in one time, taking this thing home and just ripping it into pieces and thinking to myself, I was younger, but thinking to myself, I could go to jail for this, and I was really worried about it. And that was basically taking the mattress tags off my mattress. You know what I mean?
Oh wow! One thing I did that was pretty cool, but it wasn't breaking the law. I went to a Seahawk game, and after the game, I went up in an elevator to the VIP area, and I went in and had a drink with the president of the Seahawks. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just faked it. They maked it, right?
yeah, faked it, and went. And,
That's all you gotta do. And you know that trick, and I do too. And it's like those people who made it into Obama's dinner. They're a couple, a nice couple. They actually got into they faked their way into the correspondence dinner. Hang on for 1 second here.
Yeah, they got a lot of crap for that, but I liked it. I thought it was funny.
What's that?
They got a lot of crap for that, but I liked it. And then I thought it was kind of funny. And then I think the woman was on one of those reality shows, Housewives of Washington, D.C. or something.
Yeah, I think that, but it's just kind of those type of things you could do a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that much. It's just so security is so high, and there's just too much tension in the air. You know what I mean?
Is somebody at your door?
Oh, my wet dog just trying to get.
Wow.
He's smelling out my new couch, and I'm like, "Don't you dare get up there!"
Yeah.
I'll be like, I will just whoop his butt.
Well, they say dogs are colorblind, so the red's not getting them going, probably.
Right.
But still, it's new. Once a dog knows it's new. Cats too. If they know anything's new, they have to get on it.
Yeah, he doesn't get on my stuff, thank goodness. So,
yeah.
But what was your favorite toy growing up? Did you have a toy that you liked?
Oh yeah, really liked the first Hot Wheels with the track that I got. It was the track with the loop-de-loop.
Oh, I love that.
That was amazing.
That was pretty good. I don't know my favorite, but that was
that
one or
when they came out, it was amazing.
Yeah, there were tracks. Trains were too slow compared to the new Hot Wheels. So cool. You're right. I'm going to try and find something real quick. Hop on here. I'm going to, because I wanted to go. There was a celebrity death match that I wanted us to play, and so hang on just a moment here. Maybe you can play some music or sing a song for us. I will find this for us. Hang on 1 second. And it was.
Well, we're gonna say R.I.P. to Dustin Diamond Screech. That happened a few days ago. He was a goofy guy. We were talking about Gilligan earlier. He was no Gilligan, but he
tried to be.
For his generation, he was kind of. People talk about him a lot when they talk about that show. So, what are you looking up? Oh, Celebrity Deathmatch. Okay.
Yeah, I had it on here, and I don't know where it went. But
it's kind of cool. I can see what you're looking for. So.
Yeah, just don't. Can you type in anything?
I can't do anything to it.
I know.
I'm kind of like the government. I'm watching your internet searches, and that probably happens.
Here, so folks, if you haven't seen that,
versus Butthead.
Yeah, Beavis versus Butthead. So
wow.
Want to know where to invest?
No, sorry, folks. You know what? This is where you get the ads because.
Hi, we're exploring.
He's gonna get YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium, only $14 a month, no ads.
For the Beavis and Butthead thing, we gotta find out who won though. Hang on.
The Rock versus what was it? The Rock versus
Rock versus Rock.
Oh yeah, Chris Rock versus The Rock.
Yeah, I think that's over.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny. But if anybody wants to find some of these clips, they are right there on their website on YouTube. It's fantastic. So I go back to here. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that right there and do this right here, and I'm back. Sorry about that. I like those. The celebrity death matches are funny. There's something unique, and there's a whole bunch of them out there. So I will have more better ones, I think, and I will look into before I play them. So, but anyways, yeah. So for my questions for the day, Brian, I think we're actually almost out of time. But
yeah, we got a little bit here, a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So, who do you most like to poke fun at besides me?
Well, I used to like to poke fun at conspiracy theorists, but I've decided not to because it sets them off too much. But I kind of like making,
right, and it's called trigger.
yeah, right
triggering.
now. I like to make fun of myself. I learned that from the great Johnny Carson. Make fun of
Yeah,
yourself. Make fun of yourself. People like it.
Self-deprecation is definitely a way to go. I don't like when people make fun of themselves when you know they're depressed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But more when
But
you're, yeah, exactly.
but as far as it goes,
You do it with a sense of humor, like, you know,
yeah, I have pretty broad shoulders, and
yeah.
I get to be the butt of a lot of jokes out of all the groups I belong to. It's kind of like, well, you know, that I'm kind of outlandish apparently on some things, and people like to pick fun sometimes, and I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
It don't bother me. When I was young, yeah, you know, I picked on
Oh.
people when I was younger. Yes, I shouldn't have, but I learned to grow up, and everybody does eventually, you know. But if I'm the common denominator for a group of people, I always end up being the butt of the joke, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like self-deprecating humor, not like you're down on yourself, but
No,
more like, you know, joking about my driving and things like that.
Yeah, no, that was no joke, folks.
No, and really, if you see a incident up ahead, an emergency, the don't try to hurry and get through it. You do
Slow
have to
down.
slow down, but my theory is we'll be through it faster. So
Well, as the great JM once told me, if you go 5 miles below at all times,
yeah,
you're good. I'd say that endearingly, and we have a person named JM that told us that once, or told me that once, and so
yeah,
that way he doesn't ever get pulled over by the cops apparently when he's drunk.
yeah.
So
Most
hopefully
people think you can go up to 5 miles over. So
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so my next question for you is okay. We figured out what your favorite toy as a child was the
Hot Wheel set with the
Hot Wheel
loop
set.
loop,
okay.
two lanes basically. It was a race.
Brian, this is an important one actually. This is actually, when do you feel the most in control? I don't want to hear about any BDSM thing you're doing.
No. Well, basically, when I'm home, it's like when I get up in the morning, first thing, I feel in control. Then you
Well, that's
start
good.
putting people in there, and then it changes.
See, that's good. You feel
Well,
most
also
in control.
like if I have to speak in front of others, I feel in control because almost everybody else is afraid to speak.
Yeah, see, that's yeah. Same here. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
even as crazy as it is, if you put us in a bag of lions, in a room of lions, basically, we'll kind of help coordinate that lions.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't scare me. You know, a group of people, whatever.
Yeah.
I just like to help facilitate and be helpful. You know, and I draw strength from that being an ENTP / an extrovert. You know.
Yeah, and if
So-
I'm prepared, I feel in control. If I have all my stuff together and everything's working, and I can come in and, you know, not have my phone. Where's my phone? Things like
Yep.
that. Everything, you know, people that come in with it, they have it together. I like that. I like to be that way.
When are you most comfortable?
Really, when I'm out working outside, if I'm doing something physical.
My greatest comfort to me is the most comfortable I can feel actually is when I have 30 people in my house at a Christmas party,
Wow.
a family Christmas party where it's, you know, it's Christmas, it's joyful, it's crazy, absolutely freaking crazy and chaotic, and there's food galore, and there's you know, the desserts, and there's just presents, and there's just presents. And I don't mean presents under the tree, but presents of people.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody is there. There might be some little bit of a problem here and there throughout the night, but honestly, having all those loved ones together in one area really makes me feel comfortable. It's like,
Yeah.
and I feel like so strong. I mean, that's insanely strong. It's like, because I guarantee you, when that family gathering is here, Christmas time, anything could happen outside and we're still together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's how comfortable I feel on that one. And I can go to sleep, I can go to whatever. I can stay with the party. I just feel so comfortable. On a regular basis, though, I do feel comfortable enough to, when I'm watching TV with my kids or something like that, to actually go to sleep, because they complain about that all the time. I fall asleep at every movie, but it's just the fact that I have my kids with me.
Yeah.
And my heart feels warm, and so I'm like, nothing can. I'm doing pretty good. That's the most comfortable I can feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny,
that's-
I feel the least comfortable when I'm sitting in that easy chair watching TV. So I had to get rid of the easy chair. It was like,
Yeah.
you become lazy and the back goes out. I thought it was going to be a good thing, but
Right. Well, yeah, we all do. We all think, "Yay, it's a
Yeah,
lazy
easy-
boy."
yeah.
And then lazy boy is
yeah,
first word in that term is lazy.
yeah,
Lazy. It is French word, laissez, but I felt laissez in it too, so I had to get rid of mine. I still have mine. I said that I'm getting rid of mine, folks.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just sitting there in the middle of the room. And so, if you want a nice leather laissez boy chair, let me know.
yeah.
And then, well, actually, I'll ask you this. What is your plan today?
Well, I have lunch with my brother Bill today at 1:30, and then after that, I don't have a lot going on. I'll do a few things around here. I might take that computer back. I got a
Oh.
computer last night. I went for the cheap one, just a little slow. So I'm gonna take it back, and then after this great event we have on Friday, then I'll expand it with whatever the next thing is, because they have
Right.
computers now. They have computers now that are just like a box about this big, set up just for live streaming and Zoom.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can see that one.
You can hook 3 cameras to it, cut back and forth. It immediately will go to the YouTube live if that's how you have it set up. Like right when you turn on, you can go straight to YouTube live or Facebook.
I'm all for that, dude. Let's find
That's
figure
what
that
we'll
out.
look into.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna call. We're gonna pound out of here. We're gonna do our little pound and a Rochambeau pound out. So if you want to play with us, go for it, folks. Remember, it's just Rochambeau. So
Okay.
on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I thought you meant we'd start on 3. So I ended up with this, which just means timeout. This
Yeah,
means redo.
I know.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, ready? On
Yeah.
9. 1, 2, 3, 9.
Okay.
That was a Jim Carrey thing.
Closing the eyes. Tell me when to go.
Ready? Rochambeau.
Oh, tie again. Okay.
Rochambeau.
One more.
Rochambeau.
Oh man. Okay. This is-
Rochambeau.
Oh, you got it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Scissors.
We need to add this though and figure out what it is. 'Cause
That's a hi-ya.
it's like the axe.
Well, yeah, see that, and then, like I said, I always do this one. People go, "What is that?" I'm like, dynamite.
Yeah.
And the only way dynamite works is if you get the rock, but you can't add anything to it because the numbers don't work. The combinations.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the dynamite can only beat the rock because the paper could snuff it out. The scissors could cut the wick on it. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, point is, folks, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
See ya. Okay.